but I expect this to, barring a surprise, should be a pretty easy win for Baylor.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a seesaw effect in favor of Baylor as far as statistics go. West Virginia still searching for their first win on the year, 0-8 on the season. Baylor, as you mentioned, ranked in the top 10 very heavily throughout the season. They're 6-2 on the season, and both of their losses coming at home. So a factor and a demon on the road, and this is definitely not a home game. A neutral site at the Big 12 championship, tournament here in Kansas City. So Baylor looking to get things going. I mean, they have gotten things going, rather 5-0 to start this game. The two names that you mentioned, though, Bolton for West Virginia, definitely going to need a big game from him, and Julius Jordan, obviously a huge impact for the Baylor Bears as well.
Yeah, they being on the road, or kind of on the road. It's a home game, but it's on the road, neutral site. That probably benefits Baylor. Like you said, they lost 2 games at home, so they seem to play better on the road. So it should help them out.
Yeah, the big guys for Baylor, Julius Jordan, the sophomore power forward, and Kanye Kardashian, who you just saw knock that layup down. Those are two guys that are going to need to get, their averages for Baylor to win this game. But let's take a look at Julius Jordan, today's player to watch for Baylor, coming in averaging 13.4 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. And then the other, Josh Bolton for West Virginia, 14.6 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists on the year for him as well. So those two players to watch for their each respective teams. You see Baylor coming out swinging hard, early 7-0 lead.
Yeah, they need to get somebody besides Bolton going, just because, I mean, he's averaging double figures, but then you don't have anybody averaging more than not even 8 points a game right now. So, or what, you got Wyatt Harrison, 9 points. So, 9 points, that's not a lot of help right there with Joshua Bolton.
Yeah, tough foul is going to be called on Harris. It's going to send Baylor to the line. Hardaway is going to go to the line for the first, for his first trip tonight. And I believe he was actually the one, not Kardashian, on the other end that scored those buckets. So my fault on that. My apologies. But I'm seeing a lot of hype in the chat for the new graphics. Shout out Wired for the new graphics for the player to watch, the impact players to watch. So shout out to Wired for that.
Oh, yeah, anything to make this CSBA better.
All about appearance, and those are definitely fire. The first miss is going to be Hardaway's attempt. Hardaway shooting 85% on the season from the free throw stripe. Missed the first one. Where we saw that.
Yeah, rare miss for me.
Yeah, we saw that in the last game. A lot of players missing, specifically on this goal, actually, from the free throw line. So we saw Kansas come up with 4 misses in the first half on that same rim. So we'll see if it's a continuing factor. But Baylor already out to a quick 8-0 lead. West Virginia needing a bucket, needing it soon.
Yeah, this Baylor defense is swarming so far in West Virginia.
Another miss. The defense is what Baylor has, their integrity throughout the entire season. I mean, we're already at a 10-0 lead here. A lot of it coming in the transition, as a result of further good defense. So I don't know about you, my friend, but I think I'm going to start looking at what I want to eat for dinner tonight.
Oh, I just finished that already, so.
I've yet to eat. I'm too busy, prepping and everything. Got work after this as well, so.
Oh, man.
Yeah, life do be like that, but we're here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We're excited to be here for the CSBA, conference tournaments, everything. NCAA tournament looming in the near future.
Definitely got to be excited about that. It's always, even if it ain't March Madness is always a good time.
Yeah, March Madness is, I said it earlier, arguably the best sport event. I'm a little bit biased towards basketball, so I'll take that over the Super Bowl. Call me crazy, but
hey, sports is sports to me. I'll watch it all.
Fair enough. You're going to watch a nice layup. It's going to be called for a foul. Newell will go to the line for the potential three-point play, and if that's one way to start your offense, that is one hell of a way to do it.
Yeah, last time these two teams played, it was a 88-63 Baylor win in Waco.
Yeah, a pretty convincing win from Baylor, but they've had a lot of those this season.
Yeah, and West Virginia, that's about how their season's gone. Right there, close with everybody for maybe the first half, and then the opponent just pulls away.
As you mentioned, the last matchup weighing in favor heavily of Baylor, and that was actually their last game, each other's last game, I should say. Baylor looking to top that 80-point mark again already with 13 quick ones, not even 5 minutes into this game. 11-point lead. Krieg is going to try his jump hook. That's going to be no good. Knight with the board. They push and transition again. Julio. Good defense, though, from West Virginia, stopping the transition, forcing them to set something up in the offense.
Yeah, that bench unit's what's, trying to slow down this Baylor attack.
Enrico is going to have to force a three up here. No good on that shot. Thomas Jr. with the rebound. An ugly possession there from Baylor. And you can,
good contest on the three.
Yeah, you can credit it to West Virginia's defense that resulted in that ugly possession. Newell going to kick down to Krieg. Miss his last shot. He's going to try one here. Going to be a long two. No good from that. Knight with another board. He's got a lot of early boards here.
Yeah, West Virginia should have had the pick and roll. They kind of switched places a little bit. And there was a guy for West Virginia just standing there wide open, but Baylor was still able to get the rebound from him.
Yeah, an ugly 1-for-9 start for West Virginia and a very beautiful 6-for-10 for Baylor. As you just saw that connection on the alley-oop. Thomas Jr. going to try his luck in the lane, and that's good over two defenders. Sandwich in between two Baylor Bears, but it doesn't matter. Rising up for the two, and it's good.
Yeah, good feed down low and going up strong and avoiding the block.
Kick down to Jordan with the mismatch. Sees the double team. Kicks out to Enrico for the three. He missed one. Make it two. Knight battling with the rebound. It's going to be out on West Virginia. Baylor taking all the 50-50 balls in their favor so far. And that is a ridiculous hairline. Oh, my goodness. Baylor needs a Bosley sponsor. Julio out of the timeout.
Maybe if they can win the Big 12 tournament, they might be able to get that sponsor.
That's the reward for winning the Big 12.
That's right. Help Coach Mitch out down there.
A nice back down from Knight. That's going to be good. 17-4 is your lead. West Virginia down. I clicked the wrong graphic. Baylor taking the early 13-point lead. What is good, Mitch? Welcome to the stream. Quick shout out to everybody in the stream. Appreciate all 45 of you.
I think that's the first time I've seen them graphics.
Yeah, Wired is pushing these new graphics. They're fire. Krieg.
I wasn't looking at, when you were talking about it, I wasn't looking at Twitch at the same time. The first time.
It's good, JT. Welcome to this this early lopsided game. Knight going to be in a little bit of a logjam. Kicks out to Julio. Sets back for the screen. That shot, no good. Knight kicks it right back out to Enrico. Jordan with the mismatch. Going to see another double team. Doesn't matter, though. He's quick. Too quick for Thomas Jr., and he rises up. Good for two.
Yeah, if you're West Virginia, you got to limit the second chance points. You can't just, let them shoot, let them get the rebound, do what they want on the offensive end. You got to make some stops.
Foul's going to be called on Watson. You mentioned it. But they have an insane amount of size down low. You got Julius Jordan, 6'11". You got Connie Kardashian, 7 foot. Queen Hardaway, 6'11", and Josh Knight at 6'11". So 4 out of your 5 guys down low are 6'11" or taller, and that's just really tough to match up against.
Well, West Virginia is close on it. They got, a 6'11" and 3 6'10s, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
I think at that point, the size is a little bit advantage of Baylor, but the skill advantage is definitely heavily in Baylor's favor.
Yeah,
these West
definitely.
Virginia boys are going to have to battle down there.
Those Baylor boys they're physical. They're they're going to make you earn everything on the offensive end, and they're just going to dominate you on the defensive side.
Well, this late in the season, it's impressive no matter where you are, but this late in the season, it's even more so. The only 100 Club member tonight is Jordan Prophet for the Baylor Bears. 100 Club, obviously, if you don't know, is going to see a nice dunk from Julio. 100 Club is representing the people shooting 100% from the free throw line on the season. So only one member from either team, and that's going to be Jordan Prophet. So looking to keep that streak going.
Yeah, kind of curious on how many attempts he's had.
Jordan Prophet has had 6 attempts, 6 for 6 on the season from this free throw line.
All right. Yeah, you don't want to say, oh, he's in the 100 Club, but he's only shot one time.
Right. Yeah, I had that yesterday. Forget who it was, but he was able to knock down 2 for 2 on the season. So 2 for 2 is a little bit more respectable than 1 for 1, but I definitely see what you're saying. Nice blow by. He's going to give Newell a look. Kicks out the man. 5 seconds left on the shot clock.
My freshman season was spent in Morgantown, so kind of familiar with West Virginia.
Enrico, no good on that heave in. This is about as lopsided as you can get. Baylor taking an 18-point lead into the opening, or out of the opening quarter. 23-5 is the lead for your Baylor Bears. Welcome back out of the break. You're watching CSB8 on Twitch. This is Baylor taking on West Virginia in the Big 12 conference tournament. Number 6 seed taking on number 3. Baylor out to a quick early 18-point lead.
People like to, they want to say, being the top 2 seed, getting that bye is always a good advantage. But I tell you what, Baylor isn't sitting in a bad spot. The 3 seed, and you're playing West Virginia, which almost considered to most people is like a bye, but you get to go out there and stay loose and, almost like a practice.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I don't want to be disrespectful. Shout out to everybody in the West Virginia, players, coach, everybody that's involved in West Virginia athletics. But you could consider this a bye if you are West Virginia, or if you are Baylor. Essentially that's what it is, early 20-point lead. But you definitely want to stay warm. This is the first action you've seen in a minute, especially coming out of the All-Star festivities and everything. So, you want to get your legs back working and in game speed. No matter how hard you go in practice, it's not truly game speed. So, you definitely will benefit if you are Baylor.
Now, the bad thing that would come out of this is if, you came out of it with a injury or something like that could hurt your chances, but...
Yeah, or if you just outright lose to the inferior team.
I was getting there too. Yeah, West Virginia just, shows up and dominates you. What kind of momentum is that going into March Madness?
Right. Well, Baylor is not leaving any room for that possibility so far in this game. Only 7 points allowed throughout the first 10 minutes of this game. Or just about 10 minutes, 9 minutes and some change. But West Virginia, just a stagnant possession here on offense. Jones can try a floater, no good. Hardaway will take away that rebound and he'll push. Well, I actually slow the tempo down now. Pushing the ball up over to Kardashian. That's going to be good. Noble, the second called for his first foul of the night. 22 points in
great look.
Yeah, it was a great find, great flush there too, or finish rather. Number 79. I'm interested in the story behind that number. So if you or anybody knows Thomas Noble II, please reach out to me. Let me know the story behind that number 79.
I know Thomas Noble from another league, and he's actually on my team, and he's number 79 in that as well. But I'm not sure the story behind it. He's a good guy. He actually just competed in the Special Olympics over the summer.
Word.
For golf and finished, I think he said like 2nd or 3rd in the country.
That's amazing. Shout out to him, definitely being a an Ironman in different sports. And he's definitely a factor for this West Virginia team and CSBA. So yeah, that's awesome, man. Congrats to you, Thomas Noble, if you're watching this or if you will watch this.
So that 79's got to be something special for him to have it in both leagues.
79 seems like my my golf, my average golf score. I'm not very good at golf at all, so.
You're doing better than me if it's a 79, because mine's usually in the hundreds.
Hundreds?
100 strokes, probably like 30 over par.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, man. Well, I mean, if you don't usually golf, or golf regularly, and yeah, I mean, it's understandable, but that's it's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not the type to, I'm not going to compete with all these people that shoot par or even close to it.
Yeah, I may shoot par on a par 3 course, but I'm not I'm not shooting par on a if it involves driving the ball. My drive game is just absolutely atrocious. Two good free throws for Baylor, lead 34-9. Might be the most lopsided game I've ever seen in the CSBA. Room for that narrative to change, though. West Virginia with a lot of heart. We need to start playing the West Virginia Mountain Mama. We need to start playing that song.
Country Roads.
Yeah, Country Roads. Couldn't think of the song name. Hardaway Jr. is going to find his way into a 3 on the corner. It's going to be good for him. Lead almost swollen to a 30-point difference now. West Virginia still looking for their 10th total point of the night.
Yeah, unfortunately, they were already a part of a very lopsided game earlier this year against Michigan. Final score was 108-39. So.
Oh my goodness. I did not know that. I did not do my due diligence and research for West Virginia's past games. I just saw the 0-8 record and was like, yeah, that'd be pretty easy to handle. But you said 108-39?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Let me go back and double check.
That is very impressive. On both ends.
Or 102-39.
102-39. Baylor's looking to compete with that. 13 points is what they've allowed through just under 12 minutes in this game. Baylor 37 will take a 24-point lead heading into this timeout. And coming out of it Hardaway to Hardaway. Both Hardaways on the floor now for Baylor. Receive a screen from Kardashian. Oh. A flashy layup's going to be no good. It's going to be blocked, actually. West Virginia now in transition. Bolton can try his luck at a mid-range, and that's going to be good for him and good for 2 more for West Virginia.
Yeah, he needs to start heating up, especially if they're going to get some stops on the defensive end. But then Hardaway comes right back.
Huge flush there for him, too. Yo, quick shout-out to Larry Firebird for the sub. Much love for him. Appreciate that sub, man. Thanks for joining us as well. Having a little bit of technical difficulties. Give me 1 second. My headset unplugged from my computer, so we're good now. Tune back in. Tough spin move layup. It's going to be good. Joshua Bolton. His second shot in a row now. 3 for 5 on the night. He'll go to the line for 1 more.
Yeah, the transfer from Oregon. He was our best player last year at Oregon up in Eugene, and he transferred out to West Virginia this season and has been their leading scorer again.
Stream is a little hitchy. I apologize. I'm not sure what that is about. I hope that something didn't just happen. Let me know if I still see it's a little hitchy on the stream. Hopefully it calms down a little bit. I'm not sure why that is, so my apologies for it. Enrico is going to be on the receiving end of a bad pass from West Virginia, and he'll give his own good pass to Kanye Kardashian down in the lane, good for 2.
I think what would benefit West Virginia is, you kind of, on the offensive end, you need to slow it down. Take the good shots and try not to get into a running match with some of these teams. You don't have the offensive firepower to go out and score 80, 90 points. So you need to keep it as low scoring as possible and focus on the defensive end.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a little bit slow to that game plan is West Virginia. There's always 2 halves to basketball, though. Trying to figure out why this is hitching. I'll try and get it situated at halftime, so bear with me until then, please, if you don't mind.
Good look.
Yeah, Joshua Bolton finding 2 more points, 9 points, good for him. Shooting 4 for 6.
Yeah, just got to get somebody else going. You know, Bolton's not going to beat a team by himself.
Julius Jordan has the mismatch down low. He's going to kick out to Julio. It's going to be no good on his layup attempt. Joshua Bolton with the rebound. And good is West Virginia. Don't blink is now a 20-point lead, cut down from 30. And it's not even halftime yet. Still plenty of time for West Virginia to rough their way back into this. Julius Jordan, though, is going to walk into a layup. No good. Grabs his own board. That's going to be good on the putback. Timeout, West Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, they've started playing defense a little bit here in the second quarter and got themselves, cutting into the lead.
Oh, this is really going to bother me. Everything is about appearance. And if the product is not up to, standards, it's going to drive people like myself insane. So I'll try and get that situated for y'all. Newell is going to have a nice spin move, a nice bucket there for West Virginia out of the timeout. Like to see that. Definitely exactly how Coach drew it up.
And it's down to a 20-point game here with a minute to go in the half.
Oh, plays like that. Jordan to Julio. Nice alley-oop there. It's going to be good from 2 for Baylor.
Yeah, your defense has got to be more aware of the guys cutting back behind you. Or your defense, yeah.
Going to be a wide-open shot for a man. No good from 3. Jordan. 37 seconds left. Quick 2 for 1. Maybe they're going to try it. Enrico, no good from 3. Shot clock will reset. Julio back up, and that's going to be good. A 6-second difference between shot and game clock now. So 2 for 1.
And Baylor still controlling the boards.
Yes, a good second chance opportunity there from them. They've had a few of those. But they do get the 2 for 1. It's going to force West Virginia to shoot before the end of this half. Ball over to Newell. We'll see the screen. Has a little bit of a hard time getting to the rim. 4 seconds left. Julio is going to have to force this one up. Going to be a deep 3, but he can make it. No good. Ooh. All right, please bear with me as I try and fix this hitching issue. So we're going to go back to the starting screen. So just bear with me, please.
All right.
All right, we'll see if that resolves the issue just in time for the halftime report. 58% from Baylor. The 8 to 24 rebound difference in favor of Baylor is the story of the game. Seems like it did resolve the issues a little bit, so apologies for that. Shaq is feeling a little bit energetic in the booth, as you saw the little dance moves.
Yeah, that big man don't need to dance.
May knock the whole table over.
We've done seen this falling for years, so I mean.
All right. Still seems to be a little bit choppy. My apologies. I'm not really sure what's going on. At least it's not the closest game.
I agree. I mean, be more upset if it was, a one-possession game and coming down to the wire and it skipped the game-winning shot or something.
All right. I think it's a issue with my connection. You're starting to go a little robotic on me.
Bolton getting a little jumper there.
Yeah, I'm not really too sure what the issue is, but not gonna harp on it too much. I know it's frustrating to watch it as a viewer, things that are skippy and stuff like that. So My apologies again. Bolton is going to see a double team foul. It's going to be on Hardaway. Hardaway a little upset about it, definitely animated. It's going to send Bolton, I believe, to the line for 2.
Yeah, it should be. It's definitely Bolton. Lost control of the ball, and yeah, I'm not sure he really actually fouled him, but
they're going to call it nonetheless.
Take a break.
2 free throw attempts.
72% free throw shooter.
Going to be 2 here to try and put it back down to a 20-point game. First one is good. Second one's going to be good for Bolton as well. Back down to 20-point games. Just over 7 minutes left in this third quarter. Going to need a run from West Virginia. Bring it back down to maybe 10 or 15 at the end of this quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you could cut it in half, you should be sitting good.
It's going to be a good 3, though, from Johnson.
Can't be leaving people open like that.
It's definitely going to not produce the results that you want. You are the defending team if you leave a man open, especially on the Baylor team. Noble try his luck in the mid-range. Kicks out to Harris. Back down to Noble. Contested layup's going to be no good. Kardashian out the Hardaway on the fast break.
Johnson, it's a great look. He just couldn't finish.
Hard foul. It's going to send. Jeez, I just can't get over that hairline, to be honest. Gonna send Johnson to the line. Foul is on Noble the second.
Somebody help Coach Mitch out with that hairline.
Johnson shooting 60% from the free throw line this season. Knocks down the first one.
Yeah, only averaging 3.5 points a game as a freshman.
I see the issue now. Okay, I will get that situated. It says it's an encoding overload, so we'll get that situated next stream. So my apologies. Can't do anything about it now without ending the live, so I do apologize for that. Just dug it out with me, for me.
He stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, big feet. Johnson on the rebound. Tried to get too ahead of himself there. He's going to step on the out-of-bounds line. He's going to give West Virginia another chance here.
Yeah, it's a 15-point or 25-point game now. West Virginia was able to cut it to 20 and had a man underneath right there. Bolt didn't see him.
Yeah, it's going to be a 25-point lead here. Trying to get something going. West Virginia offense has been a little stagnant. Going to try a 3 off the screen. That's going to be good. Back down to 22.
If they can get some more of that going.
Timeout. And it's going to be. Hey, I think everything's good now. Streaming's good. Did it just fix on its own?
Must have.
Oh, everything was good. Now I can stop worrying about it. I haven't been able to. I've been beating myself up the whole time. Hardaway Jr. Noble going to be called for his 3rd foul in this game. Got to be careful. 5 is the magic number to get your butt up and out of the game for good. He's already at 3.
Yeah, and that's one of their 6'10" big men, so they don't want to start losing size.
Definitely not against a Baylor team that has nothing but size. Kardashian pause. Gonna try jump hook, no good. Good defense there. Jones grabs that loose ball. He'll push it in tempo. Slow things down now. Kicks out to Harris, top of the key. Over to Embiid. He's gonna try a jump shot. No good from him. Kardashian with the board. Now Johnson will run a transition.
Yeah, I guess that's why Baylor left him open. He was sitting there open for a while at that spot and didn't want to take it at first.
Jordan Prophet, the guy that I mentioned earlier, part of the 100 Club with 5 points here tonight, is yet to touch that free throw line, though. Harris, top of the key again. Resulted in good last time. This time, no such luck. Kardashian with the rebound. Hardaway to Hardaway. 1 for 6, White Harris on the night. Nice find to Hardaway. The Hardaway connection is definitely there from one to another. Can be good for 2.
It's back up to a 26-point lead here for Baylor.
Yeah, the lead did come down a little bit, but now back up to 26. Baylor
not able to do anything consistently on either end.
Right. Gonna try 3 here, though. It opened up after the screen. Defender went under. It doesn't matter. No good on the shot. A little bit of disrespect there from Baylor. And Jordan Prophet stumbling and bumbling, but able to get that 2.
Yeah, good take there by Prophet.
Gonna be another timeout. West Virginia taking one in Baylor. Just like every other timeout that we've seen so far, taking a lead into it. This one, 28.
Now we're going to get the bench units out there.
Thomas Jr. needs to get this ball inbound. Almost took the whole 5 seconds. Man, back out to Maine. Nice screen, opens up a shot attempt. Doesn't take it, though. Over to Thomas Jr., top of the key. Ball over to Krieg Newell. Nice ball movement here for West Virginia.
The Baylor defense is just forming them, though. Nothing, no good look.
Kirk, no issues on being late. I mean, if you want a synopsis, it's been Baylor, 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 West Virginia, Baylor. If that tells you anything. Julio now in the lane. Back out to Enrico. The post kicks over to Knight. Gonna have to force this one up. 1 second on the shot clock. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Nice shot from him. Now Baylor up 30.
Just the kind of night it's been for West Virginia.
Yes, very much so. Just a tough battle for West Virginia. I mean, you just see that they're outmatched, outsized, outgunned. I mean, but Baylor is one of those teams that is slated to have. They have some favorites as West Virginia knocks down that tough 3. Their favorites are their top 5 or whatever you want to call it, to cut down the nets. Not only in the Big 12 but also in the NCAA tournament. So I mean, they have that power to do so.
Absolutely, and I mean, it just so happens that they fell as the number 3 seed in the Big 12 tournament, and that's who West Virginia got matched up with.
Yeah, I mean, you also, if you are Baylor, you got to come into this with a chip on your shoulder saying, maybe we aren't the number 3 seed. That's what we got, but we're going to prove that we're not the number 3 seed come conference turning time. So, I mean, they're doing, if that's what they are bringing into this tournament, they're doing a good job here in the opening round.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they were the number 1 team in the Big 12 for most of the season, and tough stretch there at the end knocks them to number 3, and had a loss to Kansas late in the season that finished behind them in the standings.
Yeah, they lost Texas Tech. They beat Kansas barely though by 6. It was a tough game, but they beat Texas Tech or lost to Texas Tech. That was a tough loss there by 14. And then the other loss coming to Tennessee. So 2 losses.
Okay.
2 losses on the season there for them. 1 SEC team, one Big 12 team, but it's gonna send West Virginia back to the line. It's gonna be Tom Krieg at the line for 2.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Yeah, this is a stressful mod on PC though. If you need a decent PC to run it. Mine is showing its limits a little bit here in this one, but Julius Jordan gonna take his way into the lane. Nice flush there.
Jordan been kind of quiet in this game.
Yeah, but I mean, he hasn't really needed to show his power, so far in this one. Because players like Knight are stepping up. He's come up with some nice defensive plays, and he's got it done on the offensive end too.
Yeah, I mean, just, save your energy. Don't go too crazy. Get ready. Just do what you got to do, and get to the next one.
West Virginia tries another three. They've knocked down quite a few threes. It's just not been enough. I mean, the lead back down to 25, though.
Yeah, under a minute here in the third quarter.
45 left to go. Knight kicks over to Julio. 10 seconds. Down to Jordan with the mismatch. He's a double team. Kicks out to Watson top of the key. Is three. That's good.
And Baylor matching West Virginia 3 for 3 right now.
What does mod mean? That's a loaded question. Basically, you're modifying the base game. I don't know if that's for me to answer, though. I'm sure somebody else is more well qualified to answer that. But 3 seconds left. West Virginia's gonna have to force one up. They force a fading three, no good. Leaves 10 seconds left on the shot clock or game clock for Baylor.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much know that it's a modified version of the game.
Yeah, it's just better, I guess you could say. Different and better. But this is going to be the end of the third quarter. Baylor 70-42. It's the lead they'll take into the fourth. And if you're new to the CSBA, we drop our fours in the chat whenever it is the start of the fourth. So let me see those fours in the chat. Spam them for me, if you mind. I know it's, excuse me, I know it's a little bit of a sleeper game, but spam those fours in the chat. Let us know you're still here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Appreciate all y'all.
Should have seen 35 of them in the chat.
See the State Farm assist of the game. Nice no-look pass over to Kanye Kardashian. He will finish for the and one.
Yeah, there's been a few of them that could have went down for assist of the game, but I like that one.
Yeah, Baylor has done a really good job at sharing the wealth here in this game, and it's mostly to do with the outcome here, up big. He's going to try his layup. That's going to be good for him. He's had a decent game tonight. Only 5 more shot attempts for Baylor, but making 11 more of them.
Yeah, shooting almost 60%.
Rico is going to tank that shot percentage a little bit after that miss. 2 for 8 on the night for him.
He's been tanking that shooting percentage for him tonight.
West Virginia forced into another tough possession. This Baylor defense just showing its strength. Late shot clock fading three, no good. West Virginia still struggling from the field. Enrico will push in transition.
I'd say if you want to keep your shot percentage up, quit letting him shoot.
Hardaway Jr. is going to try a three from the left wing, no good. Larry Firebirds has sent his professor the CSBA links. Well, if you're watching this, professor, give Larry Firebirds some extra credit because he's doing some work over here in CSBA for sure. Appreciate the sub, man. Knight with a rejection. It's going to be his second tonight. Dr. Willem. I won't even. Oh, I was just going to say won't even try and pronounce that, but notoriously I'm bad with pronunciations, but hopefully I knocked that one on its head.
West Virginia trying to get their starters back in here, including Bolton.
Yeah, Bolton back in the game. He's had a really good game. He's rocking those Kobe's on his feet. Kicks over to Jones. Left wing shot's going to be no good. Hardaway comes away with that rebound. You see a double team from West Virginia. A little bit of a different defensive scheme. Tough pass. Gets it over to Prophet. He's going to try a long two. That's good. Top of the key. Back up to 28-point lead.
They did the double team and forced a bad pass, but he was able to pull it down and drain the two from the top of the key.
Bolton's going to try a wide open shot. That's good for him for three. So he's still getting it going by himself, which has kind of been the narrative for this West Virginia team throughout the season. He's kind of been the only guy getting things going offensively, but he leaves Prophet, and there's one person that you don't want to leave wide open. It's him, but they bail out on that possession. He misses.
Another offensive board for Baylor.
Yeah, another fadeaway three, too. We've seen a lot of those tonight. Bolton comes up with the miss. He stayed in the chat saying it's been a difficult season. Yeah, there's beauty in the struggle, though.
Like I told you, bro, keep your head up. You're going to be fine.
Prophet on the transition is going to be good. Layup. Scores mirror each other, 47-74. Bolton with 16 points tonight.
Yeah, having about a third of the points so far for him.
Bolden trying to be a staple for this West Virginia program. Kicks over to Harris. It's going to be a 3, they'll call it. Could have swore his feet was inside the perimeter, but they'll call it a 3, and it's good for 3.
Down 24 and still doing a lot of talking.
Yeah, they are. They finally hit the half-century mark. Baylor Ben hit that.
We had talked about it being one of the most lopsided performances, but West Virginia's gotten back in and kept it somewhat entertaining.
Yeah, there's definitely been some, I call it some hope, some hopeful plays for returning players for next season. Joshua Bolden still has one more in him. He's a junior this year, so he's definitely looked good. Got some other people, Krieg looks good out there tonight too.
Yeah, ever since the first quarter, it's kind of been a pretty close game.
Noble showing himself. Nice dunk there. We mentioned his name in the first quarter. Now coming alive again here in the fourth. Excuse me, Hardaway. The ball top of the key. He's going to kick over to Prophet. See the screen from Kanye Kardashian. Not going to do much with it. Kicks over to Kanye. Over to Johnson. That's good.
West Virginia's got 4 seniors, so this is going to be probably their last time in a West Virginia uniform.
More than likely if history does repeat itself. Seniors unable to come back unless, barring an injury or, a COVID year or anything like that. Don't see any opportunity of that in the near future, though. Tough take from Dime Hardaway. Going to be called a foul on Embiid. It's going to send Hardaway to the line for 2. Hardaway Jr. shooting a very impressive 93% on the season from the free throw line. In fact, his only miss came earlier in the season. So before this one, he was 14 for 15, 15 for 16 after that one, trying to make it 16 for 17.
Yeah, not a bad line there from the free throw line.
And he does finish 8 for 9 on the game for Baylor, so making their most of the opportunities from the free throw line. Just firing on all cylinders tonight is Baylor, offensive and defensive. Forcing another miss there for West Virginia. Now Baylor will have another opportunity to extend the lead.
Yes, you see CJ Jones there, 4 points. Not having the best shooting night though.
Yeah, a couple of misses there at the rim too for Baylor. It's going to take their percentage a little bit, but not going to matter, obviously, with the outcome of the game. And B is going to take a long 2, and that's good.
Embiid from the corner jumper.
See in the chat, they saying I'm going to miss being on West Virginia. I mean, this is going to probably be it. But, if there are any bright sides, 56 points against a team that's probably going to go far in the tournament. You haven't played horrible. I mean, the first quarter obviously was not a tell for the rest of the game, but if you started out a little bit better, they maintained this lead, 20-25. It's been around there almost the entire game. So you've played consistently with disregards at the first quarter.
You got a coach that is determined to succeed at West Virginia.
It is just nothing but a matter of time. And speaking of time, West Virginia has little of it in this possession, but makes the most of it. Nice shot there at the end of the buzzer.
Under 2 to play now.
Under 2 to play, and Dime Hardaway doing a little bit of trolling there at half court. Kicks over to Kanye Kardashian. Back over to Johnson. He'll try a long 2. No good from him. Embiid. Kicks over to Newell. They'll run in transition. Back over to Embiid. Layup is going to be good for West Virginia.
Good ball movement.
Seeing GG's in the chat now may be over, yes, but the night in the CSBA is not going to be over. We've got ACC matchups coming up next. You got Wake Forest taking on Duke, And then later, the last game of the night will be Louisville taking on Syracuse. So some good hoops left in the CSBA tonight. So I know this is a little bit of a downtime, I guess you could call it, but make sure you stick around for the games tonight as well. Just over a minute left to play in this one, and the loss inevitable coming from West Virginia. Bolton trying to get his last shot to go, no good.
Syracuse having kind of like the season they had last year, was looking to go into the ACC tournament and run off some wins like they did, and ended up in the Final Four. I think it was last year.
Definitely some impressive teams this year. A lot of teams have, or I would say a handful of teams have the ability to really go deep and cut down the nets at the end of the year. So it's going to be a really fun tournament for sure. Sadly, West Virginia will probably not make it. But Baylor, on the other hand, this is a really good showing for them. Embiid, nice three, extended the range, and it was contested. A little too late, though, this final, if I believe Baylor should run this clock out. 84 to 63.
Yeah, they don't have to take a shot.
They will dribble out the clock here. 5 seconds left to go. You see West Virginia, everybody clapping, showing their support, their respect. This one was over from the jump, unfortunately. West Virginia never seeing a lead, going down 10 in the first 2 minutes of the game. And since then, Baylor held on to that lead like they stole something, just ran away with it. Finishing this one with a dub, 84 to 63. Baylor finds themselves in the win column yet again and will advance into the next round of the Big 12 tournament. We'll look at the highlights and we'll go over the team comparison and the box scores for both teams, so enjoy these highlights.
I believe they go on to play Oklahoma State, don't they?
I don't have the bracket in front of me, but I'll trust your word on it. As you see by the box score, I mean, I don't really know if there's anything much to touch on. You saw the game. Baylor in favor of almost every single stat. Is there anything that steps out to you? Stands out to you?
Offensive rebounds, 12 to 2.
Yeah, huge discrepancy. Not only,
and you see the second chance points right there with it, 12 second chance points to 0 by West Virginia.
Yeah, 10 difference between offensive rebounds and then 14 difference between defensive rebounds. So 24 rebound differential for both teams. Rewarded Baylor with 12 second chance points, 22 fast break points, 50 points in the paint, and bench points in favor of Baylor as well. Let's take a look at the box score. If you want to take over West Virginia, I will handle Baylor.
All right, you got Joshua Bolton, 21 minutes. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Responsible for 30 of the West Virginia points. Embiid coming out, shooting 4 of 6, had 9 forward, 1 of 1. You got CJ Jones, 6 points, but shot 3 of 12, so didn't really help his cause any. Wyatt Harris with 6 points, a rebound and assist. He shot 2 for 8. Newell, he shot pretty decent, 3 of 5, 6 points, 2 assists, 1 steal. White man, 2 of 4 with 6 points. Thomas Noble, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Tom Creek had 4 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. And Main, only 1 basket. It was a 3 points, 2 assists. Kyle Thomas Jr. throwing in 3 points, had 4 rebounds and assists as well.
That'll do it for West Virginia. The Mountaineers now on to Baylor Bears. Diam Hardaway Jr. walking away with 11 points. Seeing a lot of 11s already. 11 points in 21 minutes for him. 3 assists, 1 board for him. Jordan Profit will continue the perfect streak from the free throw line, but didn't see it tonight. 11 points, 2 boards, 1 assist, 2 steals for him. Shot 5 for 9. Kobe Johnson, 11 points, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 3 for 7 on the night for him. Queen Hardaway, the 4th player with 11 points, 9 boards, 3 assists, and 2 blocks for him. Shot 5 for 9. Kanye Kardashian, another 11 points. That's 5. 11 points, 13 boards. That'll be the player of the game for me, at least. 3 assists for him as well, 5 for 8 of the night. And finally ending the 11-point streak. 8 points for Julius Jordan, their main guy. Only played 13 minutes, but didn't really need to play any more. 4 boards and 4 assists for him as well. 4 for 7 on the night. Josh Knight, 3 for 3 on the night. 6 points, 9 rebounds. Nice. 2 blocks for him. Don Julio, good drink, good performance. 6 points, 2 boards, 2 assists for him. 3 for 5 on the night. Prince Enrico, 6 points, 1 board, 2 assists, 1 steal for him. And last but not least, Clayton Watson, 3 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists. So we'll end it with a team comparison. That'll be it for tonight for the Big 12. And enough of this game for sure. West Virginia losing to Baylor by 21. I'm Dalton, joined by Canes. And if you want to sign us off.
Yeah, good luck to Baylor in the next round. West Virginia, have a good offseason.
All right.
This has been the CSBA on Twitch.
Appreciate y'all.